lake effect snow band sitting over Soldier Field since about 9 this morning, and it's not supposed to budge anytime soon. The good news, the folks don't seem to mind here in Chicago. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Chicago Bears. We've had a lake effect snow band sitting over Soldier Field since about 9 this morning, and it's not supposed to budge anytime soon. The good news, the folks don't seem to mind here in Chicago. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Chicago Bears. Set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And off we go from Soldier Field. Fields this way up at the 17.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Fields passing on the first play from scrimmage. This pass on target, Velus Jones with it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. Man open, here is Jones. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now Fields. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. The Bears at 8-8 now on the year, and they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here, and if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason, and we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Steps away to his left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, they were advancing the ball. They had a couple first downs under their belt, but a big mistake there on the opening drive leads to 6 points the other direction.
And what a good read that was on his part, Brandon, because it prevents a possible scoring drive with how they were moving things along. And it gives the defense the early advantage of what's going to be a definitely entertaining battle between these units.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards. The offense has to love that because that was just a dunk down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
2nd and 1 from the 2. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from drawing level. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This take it in at the goal line. Oh, good return up past the 30. Past midfield. And now off to the races down the right side. And they finally got to him at the 2-yard line. Almost coast to coast. What a great return. They'll be set up beautifully.
All right, let's give credit where credit is due. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset, the guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no reward.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have moved out in front. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 31-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. And this is caught at the 8. Touchdown! Darnell Mooney with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Santos able to tag on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's got room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, so much for the 1st down.
And they could have, would have, should have had a 1st down, but my English teacher's not going to be happy with this one. They did not.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. And the defender right there with him to force that to the ground. 4th down, not so on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Back to throw, Fields. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. They'll send Landry in motion right. To try again after the sack. Fields. The ball comes out, and the Falcons grab it. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Eddie Jackson with a tackle. Pretty entertaining start. 14-all the score. Second quarter now, Falcon football. As they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Now Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw taken in by Ridley here. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. There's Mitch Wishnowsky now on the pass. And how about this, a fake? Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. And the Bears will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, sometimes the fake punts work out. They're fun, and you're so smart for doing it. And sometimes, Charles, what happens is an epic fail, and what we just saw was an epic fail.
And you're right about that, because the key here is the element of surprise. You have to catch a defense completely unaware that this might happen, this might occur. Unfortunately, somehow they tipped it off, or they were just well coached and on their toes.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Well, we saw David Montgomery lead the nation a few years back in broken tackles when he was at Iowa State, and he's proven to be difficult to bring down in the NFL as well. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down. Fields. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, Bears. Jamal Agnew, 29 yards. And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
The Falcons take over for 4th and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing it. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. And Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football. Because remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Fields. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but That one right there, that's a big one because they still...
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. The 40. 20. 10. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. Now on comes the Bears offense as he'll be called in to go for 2. Following the fumble recovery, Fields. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Throwing, Jones. And it's caught on the right side of Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here to Kmet. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. On first and 10, here's Fields. And he's got the hook up to Landry. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
On the move to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
Again, Fields. And he comes back with one complete. And the Bears are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. A final shot before the break. Fields hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And from here, might not be able to take a knee, might need to run a play here that's close to their goal line. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Once more, Montgomery. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone.
And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Montgomery will take it in. Touchdown, Bears. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play. Overall best blockers, and let's get this one in.
And he's got it. So they try for 2, successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. This is Smith with a grab.
And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Off play action. Jones. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 22-yard line. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They're down here in the third quarter, trying to get something going. Going to the outside there didn't work out, though.
Yeah, and from the cheap seats and from where you and I are sitting, we did pay a pretty good price to get in here, right? You often wonder to yourself, why do you make that type of a call? That one went for no gain. But I think this offense thinks to itself, if we keep running these plays, eventually something may pop. It just didn't on that one.
A long way to go off the play fake. Jones, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. The 30, past the 20, 10, 5, and they bring this one back. A fumble return. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you're talking about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Taken at the goal line. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. And the Bears are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
Play action. It's Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
But it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Throwing again is Fields. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Eddie Jackson picks it.
And the Bears will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly.
Fields on 1st down.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them...
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Grady Jarrett able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at third down and long. Now it's Fields.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On first down, Fields. Again, he's got that man Landry.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Only needing 2 yards on second down. Fields now to throw.
And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
Here's Fields.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Touchdown Falcons! A big play there.
70 yards. And the Falcons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
2nd and 10, Fields again.
And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. On first down, it's Fields.
Going right side here, and that's complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Fields throwing again.
Escaping the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play. But in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Jamal Agnew, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Fields trying to throw for it.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Got his man. It's London. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around.
And my goodness, another interception. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Lorenzo Carter in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
To throw is Fields.
Gonna throw right side here, complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That one looks like he'll throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, big here in the 4th quarter, really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, yeah, I give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
This take it in at the goal line. And these guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. About
timeout set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right back to him on first down. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete.